Hey everyone, welcome back to the Hubie and Talent channel. This is Stella Bella and a very happy new year to you all. I hope 2022 have been treating you well so far. Now that Christmas is over, we're well into 2022, it is the perfect time to get our finances in order. Today, I'm actually going to be sharing with you 4 money saving opportunities that you should be looking at as we head into the new year. Now, especially after Christmas and New Year's, where we may have overindulged a little bit, overspent, or maybe even just received a bunch of presents that we may not necessarily want, it is a good time to have a look at your finances, see where they're sitting, and see what you can do to save and maybe even earn a little money back. So let's dive right in with tip number 1, which is actually one of my favorites. So if you have a lot of people that you buy presents for every year, for example, if you have a lot of siblings, cousins, family members, or like me, if you have a lot of staff members or employees because you run your own business and you want to get them some sort of a company or a business gift to everybody and you have to buy in bulk, now is actually a really good time to snap up those bargains. So that means we are buying way ahead of time. So we are buying things now to prepare for next year's Christmas. So this will only work if you do have storage space at home in your office or workspace, if that's who you're buying for. But every single year during Christmas, we'll see a lot of things that are packaged especially for Christmas. But once Christmas has come and gone, they're not going to be holding on to that stock for another year because their space is much more valuable. So they'll be trying to mark everything down at a much lower cost. So now is actually a really good time to grab up those bargains. My business is very female oriented and I love things that are makeup based. I love going to Sephora online after Christmas because they will have a lot of their Christmas package items marked down at super low cost. Sometimes it might be 20% of the original price and it's the exact same item as something that they're charging for full price, but because it's presented with Christmas packaging, they can't sell it. And I usually buy a whole bunch of them in bulk so that the following year I don't even have to go shopping, I don't have to think about it because I have everything there already. Now this goes the same for Christmas decorations as well. So for example, if this year you're getting a bit sick of your Christmas tree and the decorations are getting a bit old, perfect time to refresh that tree is actually the year before. So plan ahead, go shopping, and if you go to Target, Kmart, those sort of places, straight after Christmas, they're marking down all of their Christmas decorations for half price, 75% off, or maybe even more just so they can get rid of it. So plan ahead. And this goes the same with Boxing Day sales. So if you know that you have a bunch of birthdays that you need to buy presents for coming up, then get them during that time. Christmas wrapped ones, of course, but Boxing Day sales usually have sales on everything. So it's a really good time to just plan ahead. Think about who you normally get presents for throughout the year and just buy them when they do have these specials on. Now, tip number 2. After Christmas, we may have a lot of unwanted Christmas gifts, and it would be a really good time to have a look at places like eBay and Tradesy to see if you can actually list those items up for sale. Now, eBay, we should all know, is a platform that allows us to resell new or secondhand items, whatever we want, we can put on eBay. Tradesy is a platform that allows you to sell branded luxury items. So if, for example, you happen to get a Gucci handbag that you don't particularly want or need, you can easily put that up on Tradesy and sell it to someone else who wants it. Now, I know some of us might feel a little bit bad about selling the items that we don't want, but at the end of the day, it is better that you are able to sell it and get money for it, and then you can buy something that you actually like rather than hold on to it and never use it just because you feel bad. Do have a look on those sites first, because if there's a lot of people offloading their own unwanted gifts and they're the same as yours, you might want to wait a couple of months until they've done their bit first before you list your own item up, because you don't want to flood the market with it while everybody else is doing the same thing, because it'll pull the value of your item down. So take a look first, and if nobody else is selling the same item as you, then list it up. Number 3, same thing as number 2, Tradesy, eBay, Gumtree. These are the places that people will be looking to offload their unwanted items. So if you are looking to grab a bargain yourself, these are the places to look. Straight after Christmas, for the first couple of months, so January, February, have a look around those sites. If there is something that you've been wanting to buy for a while, but the price might be a bit too high, it's the perfect time to see if somebody else received that exact same item as a Christmas gift and they're trying to sell it. And I strongly recommend, as a general rule, look on these sites anyway throughout the year. People are constantly selling the unwanted items throughout the year, so it doesn't have to be around Christmas and New Year's for you to look and grab yourselves a good bargain. Now finally, tip number 4, last but not least, Start of a new year is a really good time for you to have a look at your finances in general. So your expenses, your liabilities, and maybe do a little bit of an overhaul to make sure you're on the right track and see where you can start to cut any unnecessary costs or maybe grab yourselves a better deal than what you're getting now. So for example, phone plans. Start of the year is generally a good time for you to have a look at different competitors to see if the phone plan that you're on is actually the best one. Shop around because some places do have special deals where if you move your plan over to them, they'll give you a special rate as well. When it comes to phone plans as well, try to go on something that's month by month basis rather than contracted fixed term period, because month by month means that you're able to switch your plan anytime you want without having to pay any penalties. So if you do spot a better deal later on, you're able to just cancel what you've got now and jump straight to the next one. Another example would be looking at any credit card or personal loan debts that you have and seeing if other banks are offering a lower rate. Now this especially for credit cards, banks love trying to get each other's customers. They're so competitive in that market and they always have something special for people who want to move their business over to them. So have a look at the different banks around you and see if they have any special offers if you want to transfer the balance of your credit card or your personal loan over to them. Because some of them have offers like 0% for the first 6 or even 12 months for the balance that you transfer over. Or some of them might just be offering lower fees or no annual fee and that sort of thing. So it is good to shop around, especially around the new year, to see if the plan or interest rates that you have at the moment is actually the best one out there. Now do be careful though, make sure you do your research and find what's right for you and read the fine print. Because a lot of the times banks might try to tempt you with 0% for a certain period of time, but after that period is over, the interest rates will skyrocket. So read the fine print to see what your liabilities are during their special offer period, then what they're going to be afterwards, and whether you can afford it at this point in time as well. Plan ahead, do your research, very, very important. So that's pretty much it for today. I hope that information helped you. Those were my 4 money saving tips for the new year that you should be looking at and making sure we're on the right path for 2022. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to drop a comment down below. We would love to hear from you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow us on our social media. We are on all of the social media platforms. And please make sure to follow me on social media as well. My Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok is StellaBella.au. I would love to hear from you there. If you want to drop me a comment or message as to how you're going with your money saving tips, or if you have any money saving tips of your own that you'd like to share, please do so. I'd love to hear it. Thank you so much for listening. I wish you all the best with your money saving adventures, and I hope you all have a wonderful and prosperous 2022. I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.